Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction bingo for One Piece chapters 1132 and 1133. So usually I do these like for patrons and members a little bit early, and then I post it for everybody publicly when the official translation comes out. But the official translation's already out for both of these, so this is just going up for everybody. Things will be back to normal this week for One Piece. Presumably, I never actually know when we're going on break. We were on break for a while and I wasn't expecting it, and then finally when we were coming back, I couldn't do last week's chapter because I got sick. I haven't been able to do this week's chapter because I've been sick. My voice is still not fully back, I think, now hearing myself. But, yeah, I guess I'm recording this on Sunday night before I do Tower of God as kind of a test run, as a bit of a warm up. So I'm going to do this here, post it for all of you probably Monday. You'll probably be seeing this on Monday. And yeah, hopefully this week things are back to normal. Also, because I am behind, I didn't make a new bingo card updated thing for 1133, so we're just going to use the same card for 1132 and 33 and see, and we'll see, like, we haven't really been getting bingos lately. Been kind of running with some bad luck. Maybe doing two chapters at once. Maybe that can give us something. But I am excited to read because I've had some of you telling me that it's been good lately, telling me that these chapters have been good. And I've just really, from like the end portion of Egghead onward, I think that One Piece has been doing really, really, really well. So, I am excited to read. As usual, we'll have the bingo card up because I can't show the actual chapter. So let's see what I got, and then then we can go read the chapter itself. So I ended up with Kid Pirates, getting some bad luck right off the bat. Saul, maybe some better luck there. Nika mentioned Thousand Sunny, Bounty Reveal, Smoker, Book, Carrot and or Zunisha. Food, Seraphim. Seraphim. I'm sticking Seraphim up here still because we still didn't see what was going on with the ones that went after Cross Guild, so we might cut to that at some point, maybe. But it seems like we're sticking with Wano at the moment. Any Straw Hat member, Wano piece, Free Space which we can click, Flashback, Straw Hat Grand Fleet representative. Sorry, I might have to pause more than usual. Devil Fruit Awakening, Marine. That's any of the Marines. Cross Guild, Vivi Wapler. Saul's an ex-Marine. I don't think we should count Saul for Marine. Vivi Wapler Morgan's weapon, Zoan transformation, new name Devil Fruit, named attack Yonko, or new named character. So, with all that aside, let's actually start reading. We're starting with 1132, Adventure in Elbaf. We're seeing a bit of Wano. We got a Wano piece. Onicho the Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 19, Udon Castle being rebuilt at the old prisoner mine. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool that that's at the prison mine. And we have Speed and Tama there. Alright, all of that's neat. Okay, so before I move on, I will go and click some of these off, because we do have Wano piece, but there was something else. So should we count Zoan transformation because of Smile Fruits? I mean it is called a Zoan, an artificial Zoan fruit. I don't know. Maybe that's a bit much. Did we see a weapon though? We probably did. They definitely had a weapon on them. One of them, whether it's Yamato's club. So I was like, whether it's Yamato's club or maybe a bow and arrow or something for speed. So we do have a weapon. But that aside, let's get into the actual chapter itself. We have, it's the Great Aedic, a grand return. The giant warrior pirates are back. That's great. They were taking a while. Is this the same kid and maybe same person that's running some sort of bar or something that we saw in that one Shanks and Kid scenario? I wonder. I don't really have that much of a photographic memory for some of these background characters. Hey, captains, you coming to the bar for a drink? Elbaf child Cologne or Golan? Nope. How come? They're heading up straight away. Is that so? Well, they got guests. That's probably for the best. Once they start drinking, they could be here for 3 days straight. Okay, so really quickly, before we move on, just getting some of these like crazy. We do have a new named character. I think that's about it for right this second, though. There might have been more, but I don't want to linger too much. If you're heading up to the Sun Realm, take this basket with you. Ripley's favorites are in there. I packed some for your father, too. Wow, thanks. So, you know that pirate that Dorian Broggie went to fetch? He just became one of the 4 emperors. The boss told me about him. Straw Hat Luffy. Remember that name, and we have a flashback to Shanks. Okay, I'm off. Hey, kid, let the captains know I'll be by later with drinking snacks for the banquet. Got it. Okay. Look, the great Eirik. Talk about good fortune. We're just in time for a rainbow. Let's catch a ride. We have Hydidine there, looking at them coming back. And is that Stanson? I still don't remember all the members of his crew's names. There's Goldberg, Stanson, Rode, and Gerd, I think. Yeah, that is all of them, I think. Unless I'm forgetting somebody. I'm sorry, I really don't know. But we did see a few more things. We didn't get to see... they said, oh, it's your father's favorite, but they didn't specifically say it was food. There could be some sort of twist there, so we might not be able to say food, but we do have Yonko because we had Shanks, and we have Flashback because we had a flashback to Shanks. So I think that's it for right this second. I don't think we've seen a strat quite yet. So. Oh, we did see a crew representative, though, because of Hayadideen. So yeah, all I need is a Straw Hat. I am playing... of course, the one time when I'm doing a double chapter, I get the easiest card. A rainbow. It's a gorgeous one, too. I wonder if it's raining on the other side. This is my first time the first time I've been so close to a rainbow. It's so clear. We have some of the Straw Hats here with Lilith and Bonnie. Are you supposed to be able to see the rainbows from this angle? Its mystique and beauty would be evident from any angle. It's really nothing out of the ordinary. You can draw them with a sunstone painter. Ooh, sunstone painter. That was mentioned before. Yeah, I think that's what, was it Road said something? Or was that why they were going to Road? It was mentioned that... Oh no, it was when they were hunting. It was when Hyridine was hunting they mentioned it. Draw. You're saying someone made that rainbow. Well, of course. You ready, bosses? We're almost at the base of the mountain. Okay, grab on tight. We're about to go vertical. Vertical, but how? Whoa, wait a minute. What is this? We're going up. We forgot to explain. The village is at the top of this tree. That's why we're hitching a direct ride on this rainbow. We're holding off on partying till we get there. You're explaining the wrong bit. How's riding a rainbow even possible? What's the ship sailing on? A rainbow is nothing but a refraction of light through water droplets. Gah-ba-ba-ba. What are you talking about? Rainbows are meant to be crossed. Are you for real? Okay, so before I get into this 2-page spread I can see coming up, we have, let's see, we definitely had something. Any Straw Hat member? Okay, so, of course, I played on easy mode. Like Wano Piece flashback. These are all easy spots that I had lined up for me. Alright. I think that's about it. Yeah. I think that's it for right this second. Oh man, we're not getting a new bounty reveal for a long while. We're really riding it. Gah-ba-ba-ba. This tailwind is perfect for rainbow sailing. Rainbow currents don't give any resistance, so even the lightest of rowing will carry you all the way. Luffy and the others are going to go nuts when they see this. I think I've already gone nuts myself. Yo! Ditto. Amazing, it's a 7-colored sea. That sparkling sound is so cute. The world's a never-ending chain of wonders. We'll deliver Bink sake. And then, hey captains, do you have Straw Hat with you? If it isn't Hyridine and Stanson, I was wondering whose ship that was. Long time no see. And then Cyborg. So, okay, yeah, because, they would have met back at, Dressrosa. So, Straw Hat and the others are gonna catch up later. We hunted down a moose for him. Whoa, those are delicious. I want a bite. You guys can have some leftover, or you can have some if there's leftovers. We got it especially for the straw hats. Yeah. Have it your way. Bridge between the realm of the dead and the realm of the sun. And now we see the Sunny being carried over by, I guess maybe that's Goldberg and Gerd from before? And then the Sunny, hey, that's our ship. Oh? Ah, you're Luffy-kun, right? So cute. Damn. High level waifu. I love tiny humans. Or I love you tiny humans. Oh, but don't take that the wrong way. I'm not like him. Don't go lumping me in with that creep road, alright? I don't go around trapping humans in cages. I just want to be friends. Kurt, this isn't the time. Oops, sorry. Still, it's awful how he didn't give you give any of you a choice when he put you in there. Believe me, I wouldn't associate at all with that freak if I had a choice. We're very sorry about all this. Oh, you're talking about that skull-face guy. Say, just now you came from the realm of the dead, right? What were you doing down there? Did you fall? What? Oh, and Luffy remembers. Remember, our deal's a secret, so don't say a word about our meeting. Got it, Luffy? You're awfully sweaty, even though it's freezing out here. Anyway, I'm just glad you're okay. So, this is actually probably the best Luffy has ever been at intentionally keeping a secret. He's unintentionally kept very many secrets by just not running his mouth much. But, he's doing a pretty good job with this. So really quick, before we carry on, there is the, where is it? What was I looking for again? The Thousand Sunny. That's what it was. Okay. Elbaf, Realm of the Sun, 2nd level. There you are. It's time to go home, my precious live dolls. Kya! Now, let's get you locked up. He looks awful here, before the others catch on. Namitaso, Chotaso. You two will be mine for life, Defufufu. Hardy Bop. He's getting hit by a, piece of a tree? Seriously, even animals don't fall for bait that obviously. Sora, Sanji, you guys always overdo it. You didn't even lift a finger. Alright, let's go check out this land of giants already. You damn puny humans. He's here, and so are the other Straw Hats. That bird, it's Gerd Tasso. She must be here to save me. Yeah, right, Road, you freaking weirdo, when he gets double teamed by Gerd, and, I think that's Goldberg, right? Not Stanson, the other guy Stanson? I might be getting those two confused, though. Or I could totally be getting one of their names wrong. Oh, wow, the giant lady. I guess it doesn't matter if we overdid it now. Yeah. Hey, you guys, Luffy. They brought the Sunny, too. Yo. Greetings, Straw Hat crew. My name is Gerd, and this is Goldberg. We're High Redeemed subordinates. Sorry you had to see our ugly side just now. We'll guide you properly from here on out. Gerd-chan will be my guiding star. So Sanji's based for this one. Do you have any idea what we just went through? We'll make it up to you. Let's go, Usopp. Their village is on this level. Whoa, I'm so ready for this. Just head straight out of the forest from here, and you'll see some clouds. Take a ride on them, and you'll be at the village. We'll be right behind you. Wow, island clouds? You sure? If you're wrong, we'll fall. She said we could ride them. And now we see on the Giant Warrior's pirate ship. You'll be able to see it as soon as we clear these clouds. I wonder if that's going to be where our chapter ends. We get to see the village here. And then Elbaf has 3 levels going from top to bottom. You have Heaven, Sun, and Dead. Okay. The realms of Heaven, the Sun, and the Dead. We live where it shines, the realm of the sun. On that floor there are many villages. It's so vast. The landscape stretches out as far as the eye can see. And that's our village there. Wow. Okay, before I go down, I'm really excited for this. It's a very cool setup. I like that it's not too complicated with like a full, like Yggdrasil, like 7 to 9 layers. Like if they were really trying to like go for it and get as many as possible. And I like that we've kind of seen the general idea of the realm of the dead. We're about to see the realm of the sun, which we can assume is where just the majority of people live, and it has to be massive to support a giant civilization, and especially a giant civilization elevated up in the air. It's probably got to be crazy. And then we can assume some things about the realm of heaven. Welcome to Elbaf. We get to see a bit of the village, and this is probably like where I wonder, is this where Big Mom was from? Because it looks kind of similar with the building structure and all. Welcome to Elbaf. It is such a sight of enormity that it stuns all visitors. Most fail to find words that adequately describe its immense grandeur. Yeah, it's got to be so surreal to see. Because it is just a village, but at the same time it's a village on such a massive scale. You guys, someday I swear, I'm going to Elbaf. And we have a flashback of the younger Luffy and Usopp. To the village of warriors. Alright, Usopp, let's do it. And now we have the reactions from Robin, Chopper, Frankie, Zoro, Bonnie, Jinbei, Nami, Brook, Lilith, and freaking Sanji. It's so cool how we're including Lilith and Bonnie here. Like I said before, at this point, are we just going to drop them off and leave them here at Elbaf? We might as well just take them with us. I mean, Lilith is Vegapunk, so it's like she's very useful as a scientist. And then, of course, Bonnie is OP. Hence its more common moniker. What? Oh, Straw Hat. Luffy, we've been looking everywhere for you. Did you guys just get here? Glad you made it. Everything worked out in the end. Elbaf, the land of giants. From the mighty trees to the gentle flowers, from sea to sky to land, Elbaf is the greatest. Yeah. Usopp, Luffy, and Chopper freaking out. What the, are they riding on a rainbow? All life on this particular island is so huge, it takes one's breath away. To those who seek adventure, I concede it would be a great shame to turn away from this marvelous land. However, if nothing else, I implore you to keep this one piece of advice in the back of your mind. Give us a go next. Should you venture out and arrive on Elbaf's vast and mysterious soil, heed my simple warning. If I could write one thing about this enticing nation, it would be, do not linger here for long. Louis Arnaud, Explorer. The start of a giant adventure. Okay, so we're getting words from Louis Arnaud, an explorer who made it all the way to Elbaf, which is nuts. It makes sense that, lingering, you are just a tiny, tiny person on a massive island. But then, with the way it's brought up like this, is it do not linger here for long? Because they called Elbaf the land of war. Is Elbaf just going to be a violent place? Or is it the island itself that makes everything huge, so you could end up becoming huge? But also, we have a silhouette here on the second to last panel I almost missed. A silhouette of a guy with some sort of like, I guess one of those flat-looking hats and kind of like a fluffy coat or cape or something. And Kid has a similar like cape thing, so it's not out of like reason. It's not impossible that it could be Kid, but I think it's going to be the guy whose silhouette we saw before. Maybe the same guy that was sitting with Crocus in that one cover story, though I don't think they had like a fluffy or feathery coat. But yeah, I'm interested. This is exciting because I don't have to wait a week. I can just see what happens next right away. So I think the only other thing that I could mark off before I continue is Zoan transformation because of Chopper. And I think that's probably... Oh, we did we have a named attack, that like thomp thing that Zoro and Sanji did? Or was that like... It seemed like the bubble was coming from Road, so was that his reaction to getting hit? I don't know if that was a named attack or not, honestly. So, with that aside, let's just keep reading. I know it still says 32 up here, but we're going to be reading 33 now. So we're starting off with chapter 1133, Praise. Okay, we're seeing it's Holden was his name, right? I'm sorry. So Onichel Diamato in the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 20, Hold'em attacks, hand over all your belongings. So is this the stolen sword? And the one who's been doing the kidnapping, maybe it's Hold'em? Or maybe this is this is sort of a red herring and we're gonna think it's Hold'em, but it's actually somebody more serious. But the pause that I took there is because I think, of course, she is still horsified, yeah, because of the way her foot looks. But from this angle, it just looks like Speed has a massive ass. It just looks like she is caked up beyond belief. Because that 1 second plume of smoke, I think maybe it is, just looks like a second cheek. It looks like she just has a giant ass from this angle. Which is what caught me off guard there for a second. But I mean, hey, Speed could very well, of course, get it. One of the very many great One Piece girls we get every single arc. 22 years ago. Okay, flashback time. A distorted truth. What happened at Ohara? It still sends chills down my spine. What a tragedy. The civilian evacuation ship suddenly burst into flames. The mortifying screams I heard from that inferno is something I'll never forget. And Nico Robin was responsible? To think she sank all those warships, too. She's a devil masquerading as an 8-year-old. And we have, this is Spanda, right? We cannot let the world know the full details. This brutal incident would traumatize children everywhere. If you see her, just report it. Do not approach. Huh? The fugitive is on this island. I saw her. She had the eyes of a stone-cold killer. This design looks familiar. We've probably seen this lady in the background somewhere before. She has a scholarly intellect and lacks any trace of empathy. And we see more flashbacks of Robin. Look at that bounty. Let's shoot to kill. Don't hold back just because she looks young. And it's so funny. This one silhouette guy on the left looks like the original Kaido silhouette that we saw. She has mysterious powers. Hurry and catch her. I can't sleep knowing she's out there. I wish she'd just die already. The Marines need to take her out. She's an enemy of the world. Live, Robin. Listen carefully, Robin. You're all alone right now, but someday, without a doubt, you'll find true friends. But Saul, I'm scared. I'm so scared of everyone. When things are unbearable, remember what I taught you. Laugh, like this. She's looking at a map. It's gone. Hey, what are you? Dereshishishi. She leaves a trail of thefts and murder wherever she goes. I hear she uses her childlike appearance to lure poor souls in, only to slit their throats as they sleep. Dereshishi. What? That's insane. That little shit should go snuff it. I hope she drops dead. Get lost. And she's still laughing while crying. Present day. Huh? There's a port on this tree. Is this a sea on clouds? Drop anchor. This is the Western Village port, and there's sea clouds, of course. Welcome back, Captain. Captains, of course. Your lateness really had us worried. My brain's bugging out. It's all so out of this world. How majestic. Wow, the others are here. Wow, check it out. This is awesome. Wow, oh my, what's that? That's Svalar. That's incredible. What a country. It's a mist ship that moves using island clouds. The climate here on Elbaf is perfect for all this. Island and sea clouds, sabal bubbles, rainbows, and hovers. Look at all the technology they have coexisting here. Straw Hat, Usolando, my comrades, welcome to Elbaf. Robin, nice haircut. I figured you'd get one. Hehe. You look like you've gotten well acquainted with Elbaf. Long time no see. Hi, Nadine. I've been keeping up with your progress. An emperor already, huh? As expected of our big boss. I'll introduce everyone later, but... And we have the crucified road in the background. Us four make up the new giant pirates. We're your subordinates. Us five, says Road. It's a pleasure. I told you I don't want subordinates. Well, it's our choice. Diga-ga-ga. We have new giant pirates. Even this insular nation is swept away with excitement when we heard about Big Mom's defeat in Wano. Big Mom? Linlin and I were friends once. She did something that the people of Elbaf consider unforgivable. Hey, Haididin, save the chit-chat for after our toast. Food and drinks come first. I mean, hey, you know, this it's one of those things where Big Mom aging versus the unproblematic Gerd aging. And then, food and drinks come first. We've prepared a mountain of it for you. Gah-ba-ba-ba. A mountain to scale with us, I hope. Let's head for the tavern. Yippee, food, I'm starving. I get so excited I'm running low on energy too. Hey, Luffy? In the southwest corner of the western village. I'm fine, going alone, really. No way, I want to be there. Me too. It's a good excuse to sightsee. Agreed. Okay, so I guess they all decided. That's so sweet. That's amazing, actually. I love that even Luffy was like, okay, a mountain of food, but we're going to take the side trip to go see Saul. That's so good. And it's interesting how Gert is sticking with us. Gert has kind of become what I mentioned before when trying to guess who Roto was when he had the mask on and everything. I was like, at the beginning of every new arc, each time we get to a new island, there's always this new female character guiding the Straw Hats forward. Basically, every single arc from the start. There might be some that don't have that. There might be. But basically every arc has that. I'm trying to, thinking back, and yeah, basically all of them have that happen. Like last arc, it was Lilith meeting up with the Straw Hats and taking them up to see Shaka and get the lore drop and everything. Before that, you get to Wano, and we have Luffy who meets up with Tama, who leads him into meeting up with Zoro and Kiku, but then Kiku takes him to go and get all the lore drops and stuff. So it seems like that role here is kind of Gerd is our One Piece girl ferryman to carry us to the lore drop we potentially get with Saul. Mr. Saul did say he wanted to show Robin-chan the library, so let's head down to the school. Thanks for guiding us, Gerd. It's no trouble, it's not far. Forget it, Robin. As captain, I gotta greet someone who took care of one of my crewmates properly. What? Where'd you pick up that idea? It's just the right thing to do. And we have Bonnie still going with them, too. I get it. We'll save that toast for after you fetch Saul. I'll prep that special mousse for you. Take your time. So we're going out here and we're going to see what happened to Saul. So even you warriors study hard. Mr. Saul's primarily a history teacher, but he also teaches us about various books. That's really cool. This is Warrior Springs, and by the waterside is the Owl Library. Spring, it looks like it leads to a beach. That's right, it's a beach formed from the broken off parts of the tree. There's no tide, but that waterfall at the source is always making waves. It's like a real sea. Alright, let's go get him. We gotta bring Saul back to the tavern. Hold it, this is Robin's reunion. Nami holds him back. My heart's pounding. And Luffy's face stretching and stuff, it feels like even just in Elbaf, we've been getting, Oda experimenting with some different, facial expressions and stuff like that. Some different, paneling angles that it feels like he hasn't really done so much before. I mentioned it before with some of the, comedy faces we were having with, a lot of the Nami and Usopp stuff earlier. This is bad. It's Mr. Saul. Somebody's running up. He's fallen and he can't get up. The wording. What? Seriously, we just came to see him. All the guys getting pissed. There's a reunion 22 years in the making and he just collapsed. I'm a doctor. I'll examine him right away. Okay, so Chopper being helpful. Get him all fixed up, Chopper. Everything's riding on you. He's over there. He just fell all of a sudden. How silly. Hey, don't mock the sick. It's fine. I'll go to him on my own. You can all stay here. Huh? But Robin. And to think I got all worked up over nothing. And he's just face first in the sand. Grah! Dereshishishi, did I getcha? Guess not. Man, this is almost making me emotional. I love this shot here. Robin, Dereshishi, I know you're not a kid anymore. Sorry, I wasn't sure how to break the ice after all this time. You still have the same funny laugh. Dereshishishi. Yep, it's still ridiculous. Now, let me get a good look at your face. Saul, former Navy Vice Admiral, Robin's savior. You've grown up as pretty as Olvia. You look just like her. What? Like Mother? We cannot give up on the future you'll live in. You'll understand someday. Did you hear Vegapunk's broadcast, Robin? You have kind eyes, just like her. I was there when it happened, so I couldn't hear much, but I read the coverage of it in the papers. I see. Histories were written by the victors. Those words were O'Hara's legacy. They were supposed to have been buried in history, left to vanish without anyone hearing, and yet the voices of the scholars of O'Hara were passed on. Vegapunk was a true scientist. He refused to preach about right and wrong, but in the end he still risked his life to tell everyone. That is something I love too about Vegapunk's speech at the end, where he's like, hey, I don't know if the world government was right, or if they were wrong. I don't know if Joy Boy was right or wrong. I'm not telling you to form any opinions on what I'm saying. I'm just telling you what happened, and you can form your own opinions. That's something that I really appreciated writing into Vegapunk's speech, because it just adds so much more depth. It adds so much more than just being like, oh yeah, big evil world government, which is kind of obvious, we've been seeing it so far. But it, instead of just being like, yes, the world government is this big evil organization, and you are the good guys who need to take them down now. Instead, we just have the characters of the world being like, hey, you know, who can say if they're the evil ones, or the, like from a lot of people's perspective, they can say, because they've experienced the evil firsthand, but in general, they're like, hey, maybe they had reasons, maybe Joy Boy was also like even worse, but I like that it wasn't like about right and wrong, it was just the information was delivered, and it makes it so instead of the Straw Hats just becoming these like untouchable heroes to the world of One Piece, which they might become by the end of the series, there is still just a level of confusion for the characters just not knowing everything. In the end, he still risked his life to tell everyone. O'Hara and Vegapunk took a huge leap of faith. I'm sure their sacrifice will shape the future. Yeah. And she touches his scars. And yours too. Does it hurt? Dereshishishi. Now I'm harder to kill than I thought. When I came to, I found myself drowning in the ocean. The ice must have melted in that inferno and swept me into the water. It was a while later when I found out you survived too. All those reports really ticked me off. They said such awful things about you. Let's not focus on the dark stuff. Hey Saul, aren't you gonna praise me for being alive? Dereshishishi. Right, of course I am. A kid like you against the whole wide world. You did great staying alive, Robin. 22 long years. Sorry, try not to cry when I get through it. Thank you for being such a survivor. I'm so glad we're able to meet again after all this time. And see, this is so good. This is incredible. You can say a lot about, like say Kinemon, for example, fake out deaths weakening a character story, or Pound, or a lot of these deaths weakening a story because they wrote such a good, amazing death, and then they took that away. But then you can also have the opposite, where you can have somebody that you thought was dead turn out to be alive, and it's so emotionally impactful and satisfying and important. Because him surviving does so much to add to the world. Without that, Vegapunk doesn't get some of the information that he does. Without that, Elbaf doesn't look the way it looks while we're looking at it right now. So again, this is just, it ended up being a really, really, really good choice. Professor, Mom, Saul, why am I the only one who has to live? I can't stand it. I want to die. I've missed you. Oh man, I've missed you so much, Saul. Dereshishi, I missed you too. And then all the Straw Hats are crying, except Luffy, who's smiling on, and we don't see Jinbei's face. One Piece will return December 23rd. Okay, so we have quite a break once again. A tearful reunion, color spread next issue. So we have quite a break until the next one. I maybe didn't need to rush getting this video up or anything. But let's check one last time before we end things. I don't think we can count this. Oh, we did see Marines in that one flashback with Spanda or whatever. I don't remember if we saw a named attack, because again, do you count that one thing? It was unclear to me if that was an attack or a reaction to it. That was just weirdly translated. Let's see. Vivi Wappler Morgans. No, we didn't do that, did we? We were close to potentially, because we had the meetup of the Straw Hats, but they didn't mention the papers or anything. I mean, Robin mentioned reading the papers, but we didn't get deeper into that. No Cross Guild rights, no Double Fruit Awakening here. A book. We probably saw a book somewhere in there, I would assume. Somewhere in some of those flashbacks or something. We probably saw one, but I won't count it just because I don't remember off the top of my head. We had food mentioned so much, but I don't know if we actually saw food. We did get to see Saul, though. So, maybe if you're reading, I don't want to go back through the entire chapter, but maybe you can spot some food. Maybe you can spot a book and count that. But either way, we were close to not even, like, if it wasn't for the easy one I got, we might have not even ended up with a bingo, even doing 2 chapters. Either way, though, I'm going to end that here. This turned out to be a lot long, even though it's 2 chapters, longer than I thought it would be, and I've still got to go read Tower of God. So I'll end it here. Thank you so much for watching, for being a part of this. Like if you did like the video, comment down there too. Tell me what you thought of this week's set of chapters, my thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more One Piece, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it is free and open for anyone. If you want to help support the channel by dropping a super thanks down below, it's appreciated. But if you want to help support the channel and get your name at the end of videos and get One Piece videos early, usually you will next time. This is just off because I'm sick. Then hit join down below to become a member, or go to patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes. Our link will be in the description to become a patron. Thank you so much to people who are already patrons and channel members. I have not updated this, so I might need to. I'm sorry. Chosen Regular Evan Holly, Magical Girls, FRNono, JA, and VD Van, Cheriton Students, David Langstaff and Folded Ghoul, Slayer Candidates, SG and Stan Cedar, and Pure Element Pate Owl. Thank you so much for your support. Again, sorry if you need to be put up here. I didn't edit it while I was sick. I just now thought about it. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. And I'll see you all next time.